Martha Stewart is making a sizzling confession. In the new Netflix documentary Martha by R.J. Cutler, the 83-year-old confesses that she was unfaithful to her ex-husband, Andrew Stewart. Young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and your husband starts to cheat on you, he's a piece of shit, Stewart shares in the doc's trailer that dropped on Thursday. Get out of that marriage. A producer quips, "Didn't you have an affair early on?" She then admits, "Yeah, but I don't think Andy ever knew about that." The pair was married for nearly 3 decades after tying the knot in 1961. The former couple welcomed their daughter Alexis Stewart in 1965 before divorcing in 1990. "Getting divorced was a terrible thing for me, because we were the first to divorce in my family," Stewart continued. "And that we haven't spoken since the divorce is even more painful, but I'm very strong and I'm very motivated to get on with life." The docuseries explores Stewart in a series of intimate interviews, tracing her rise from a teen model to an OG influencer and America's first self-made female billionaire in 1999. Viewers also get to see how the television personality rebranded her image after going to prison for insider trading 2004. "The cookie-cutter house and the cookie-cutter life, that was not for me," Stewart said. "I could have just been a miserable, has-been housewife, but I didn't let that happen to myself. I was a trophy for these idiots." The businesswoman continued about her 2004 sentencing. "Those prosecutors should have been put in a Cuisinart and turned on high." Stewart sold her stake in Imclone Systems, a biopharmaceutical company, in December 2001, which raised eyebrows for investigators. They questioned her on the trade in early 2002, but she and her stockbroker Peter Bokanovic maintained that they had no insider knowledge that prompted the sale. However, federal prosecutors later accused Stewart and Bokanovic of lying to the authorities and acting on non-public knowledge when they made the trade. In early 2004, a highly publicized trial ensued, and Stewart was found guilty of conspiracy and obstruction of justice. The best-selling author was sentenced to 5 months in prison and 2 years of probation. "I had to climb out of a hole," confessed Stewart in the trailer about reinventing herself after prison. "I'll be back, I will be back," the chef said outside of the courthouse following her sentencing, per the New York Times. "I'm used to all kinds of hard work, as you know, and I'm not afraid whatsoever." During her time behind bars, the former daytime host kept her company intact, and less than a year after her release in 2005, Stewart was able to write a book and debut 2 television shows. On the day of her release from prison, Stewart wrote in a statement on her website, "The experience of the last 5 months in Alderson, West Virginia, has been life-altering and life-affirming. Someday, I hope to have the chance to talk more about all that has happened, the extraordinary people I have met here and all that I have learned. One thing I do not ever want is to be identified, or I don't want that to be the major thing of my life," she told Katie Couric in 2017. "I was a strong person to start with, and thank heavens I was, and I can still hold my head up high and know that I'm fine." Martha premieres October 30th on Netflix.